place to get the motorbike. 38 Triumph. What are you going to do with it?
Dang, dang.
Gonna have to fit it out so I can race it. Yeah, I've got no idea really what to expect. Lucky, I suppose, that Ben was going to sell me this bike and let me get to race it up in Perkolilli. Yeah, I only really raced dirt bike or road dirt bikes as a young kid, so this will be something completely different.
Different than the YZ250.
Pretty foreign, yeah. G'day guys, Ben here from Bennetts Customs. I am the other half of Bennetts Customs, Jordan's business partner, and I'm usually on the other side of the lens filming Jordan go about his thing. But today, on this episode, I'll be introducing the bike that we just picked up from Perth, the 1938 Triumph. Before we do that, I might actually give you a quick shop tour while Jordan's away. We've got a few projects on the go. The place is looking a little bit messy. I'll show you what we've got going on. Got the 55 olds there behind me. You guys saw that on last week's episode. That's probably our future project, the one to follow after the race car. Underneath the olds, under the hoist, is the race car. There she is, waiting for Jordan to get back from Canada to finish. On the race car, we ran into a few issues with the frame, so we've got to kind of change that completely, but I'll let Jordan go into a little bit more depth on why we've got to change it and what we've got to do, so that'll be on future episodes. Let's go under the hoist. What do we got here? There's my pride and joy, my 2000 and I think it's 02 or 03 YZ250 dirt bike. Needs a top end rebuild, so I've got to send her away down to Margs hopefully this week and get that done, because it's prime dirt bike riding weather at the moment in Australia. What else have we got here? We've got my other old girl, 1989 CD250U. That was my runaround bike when I lived in Melbourne. What do we got over here? Oh, this is a project of Bennetts Customs. It's taken a fair while, but I think it's going to be pretty special when it's finished. CL250. Just need to get the wiring done on that, and then she's wrapped up that one. What else have we got? Oh, the fab table where Jordan does most of his work. Upstairs there. I'll let Jordan explain when we do a proper shop tour. I'll let Jordan explain or take you through what's up there. It's a bit of a shrine of his, lots of old parts. And it's a bit of the hangout spot. Here's another one of my bikes, XR600. Jordan's just been doing a bit of work on that, so looking forward to getting that back on the road. But yeah, for now, that's it for the shop tour, and we'll do a more comprehensive one when Jordan gets back. So yeah, let's go introduce the bike. Ben from Perth, who has helped us out with a shitload of parts, especially for the race car. Was kind enough to sell myself this 1938 Triumph. Now the plan is with this, well, Jordan is away, I'm going to strip it. And full disclosure, I don't really know much about the mechanics of bikes and cars. You know, I'm trying to learn a bit off Jordan as we go. You know, I just like riding him and going fast, so it's going to be something new for me, stripping this down. We'll bag and tag everything, so when Jordan gets back from Canada, he can see the mess that I've created and hopefully he can fix it. When I first sat on this in Perth, obviously the specs for me was this seat was a little bit too far forward. All my weight was through my arms, so we're going to move the seat back a little bit onto the rear guard of the tyre. Maybe bring the handlebars up a bit so I can sit something like that. The Scotsman in Freo has donated this exhaust that he'd bent up for a customer that fell through. So this is going to replace, hang on, which way they go? This is going to replace the current exhaust that's on there, so that's going to look pretty cool. And basically this is the bike that I'll be racing up at Lake Perkolilli in September with Jordan with the race car. So we're both going to have something to ride around the 2 mile clay pen, which is going to be pretty fun. You know, same with the race car, this is going to be a bit of a tight timeline to get it finished for Lake Perkolilli, but some long nights and long days and long nights to hopefully get it done. So I'm going to strip this now, but yeah, this should be a bit of a laugh. Wrap my head around a few of the tools that I need and see how we go. First mistake, don't hitch your tie downs to the bottom base of the motorcycle lift, because when you go to lift it up, it'll just compress the shit out of the front shocks and yeah, it won't go up any further. Alright, we are good to go. The Triumph is on the hoist, as you can see there. Got me Ziploc bags, bag and tag everything, as Jordan said. Got me permanent marker, so Jordan can clean up this mess once I've finished trying to dismantle this. So let's go find some tools and get this thing apart. When you got no idea, you just grab as many as you can and see which one works. There we go. Okay, day 2 of trying to get this bike pulled apart, and I've hit a bit of a roadblock. Basically, I can't get the motor off the frame, and you know, I've started taking bits of the motor apart where I really feel like I shouldn't be, and I might stuff it up. So I'm gonna get the boys across the road to help me out. They know a little bit more about bikes, and they can help me finish this, get this wrapped up so I can get the motor out, get the frame, the oil tank, the front shocks, the wheels, all down to the sandblaster so we can get this red paint off. And then when Jordan gets back from Canada, he can do his thing with the paint job. I'm not really sure what colour yet, but I'm pretty keen on black or a dark maroon, but see how we go with that. We'll get the motor out and up to Perth. A friend of a friend up there is going to have a look at that for us, go over the whole thing, make sure it's all good, and hopefully get it running. Yeah, that's it for this episode of Bennetts Customs. Hope you enjoyed it. A little bit different episode with me trying to get my hands dirty, I suppose, and get on the tools. Deeper appreciation, I suppose, for what Jordan does with his skills and knowledge of this sort of stuff. So on next week's episode, Jordan has just been at Carl's place, Carl from Make It Customs place in Canada for a couple of days. They've been working on something for the single-seater race car. I'm not too sure what, maybe the front grille, maybe something else. So that's going to be on next week's episode. We're just going to get all the footage back to Australia so I can edit it and get that out to you guys. Also, Jordan's been in Canada sourcing parts for the Oldsmobile, for the single-seater race car, for the motorbikes. So there'll be some cool footage of him going to barns and big sheds over there just that are full of old shit really, and really unique stuff that hopefully we're bringing back in Australia. So yeah, like and subscribe, hit that notification button. We'll see you on future episodes of Bennetts Customs.